The internet, a remarkable invention that shapes modern life in ways we couldn't have imagined just a few decades ago. It's a place where information flows freely, where we can connect with people from around the world, and where knowledge is just a click away. But what many don't realize, or maybe would rather forget, is that this extraordinary tool also has a dark side. To understand this better, let's break the internet into 3 layers. First, there's the surface web. This is the part of the internet you use every day. Things like Google, Wikipedia, Instagram, or your favorite shopping website. It's everything indexed by search engines and accessible without much effort. Most of us live here safely within this well-lit digital world. Then there's the deep web. It sounds ominous, but it's not as sinister as you might think. The deep web is simply everything that isn't indexed by search engines, your private emails, your online banking accounts, or company databases. It's largely mundane, hidden for privacy rather than secrecy. But beneath the deep web lies another layer, the dark web. This is where things start to get murky. Unlike the surface web, the dark web isn't something you can stumble across accidentally. To access it, you would need special software like Tor, designed to anonymize your activity and hide your identity. What you'll find there depends on how far you're willing to go. Now, not everything on the dark web is illegal. In some cases, it can even be virtuous. Whistleblowers, journalists, and activists in authoritarian countries use it to safely share information or avoid government surveillance. It's a space where free speech can genuinely exist without consequence. But for every law-abiding user, there are countless others who exploit the anonymity for far more sinister purposes. Take black markets, for example. One of the most infamous sites on the dark web was Silk Road, like a digital version of eBay. But make no mistake, its marketplace was anything but benign. Silk Road allowed users to buy and sell drugs, weapons, malware, and even fake passports, all paid for using Bitcoin to further conceal identities. In 2013, the FBI shut it down, arresting its creator, Ross Ulbricht, who would later receive a life sentence. But shutting down Silk Road was like cutting the head off a hydra. Many more underground markets took its place, constantly moving and adapting to evade the law. Black markets are just one piece of the puzzle. The dark web is also a haven for hackers. Hidden forums serve as digital bazaars where stolen credit card numbers, hacked email accounts, and even entire online identities are bought and sold. A single breach at a company can lead to a cascade of stolen data appearing for sale on these platforms, affecting something as personal as your bank account or even your medical records. Yet, perhaps the most chilling corners of the dark web aren't tied to financial gain. They involve mystery and secrecy, the unknown. Around 2012, a cryptic puzzle called Cicada 3301 began circulating online. This wasn't your average internet challenge. It involved solving extraordinarily complex riddles, decoding obscure ciphers, and even traveling to real-world locations to uncover clues. Its purpose? No one knows for sure. Some believe it was a recruitment tool for an intelligence agency or a secret society. Others think it was simply an elaborate prank or an art project. Whatever it was, Cicada 3301 became a haunting example of the enigmatic side of the internet. But the dark side of the internet isn't confined to the dark web. In recent years, we've witnessed the rise of artificial intelligence being harnessed for sinister purposes. Deepfake technology, where realistic fake videos are created with AI, has evolved dramatically. Criminals can now use deepfakes to manipulate social media, impersonate others, and even blackmail their victims with fabricated content. It's a new frontier for digital deception, blurring the line between reality and illusion. So should we fear the dark web? For most of us, it's a realm that we'll never need or want to visit. But we can't ignore the ways it affects us. Cybercrime, data breaches, and evolving technology like AI can spill out into the surface web, impacting billions of lives every year. It's a reminder that while marveling at the benefits of the internet, we must also remain vigilant about its darker potentials. The internet is a mirror of humanity, a place where the best and worst of us coexist. It's up to us to decide how we interact with it, whether we shine a light on the shadows or let the darkness grow unchecked. So the next time you log on, ask yourself, how much of the internet's dark side do you really want to see?